Hello everyone, it's me, Irving, and I'm finally going to the long-awaited final soundtrack video, and I have like about 26 to show, so I'm just gonna get started. But first, I'm gonna do like a little update. Over the past couple weeks, I've gotten some music-related stuff, CDs and a book. And here I went to the Salvation Army and I found this rad book here, Electronic and Experimental Music by Tom Holmes. And yeah, it's just pretty much giving you a history of electronic music. You know, starts out with theremin, and it brings up let me see, Moog, of course, Martin Subotnick. It's going to talk about Tomita, I believe. So yeah, pretty excited to read this. And then, speaking of soundtracks, on my last video I talked about Explosions in the Sky, and they also did the soundtrack for the film Friday Night Lights. So really rad to find this. Listen to it already, and it's just perfect, very atmospheric. I haven't seen the film. I didn't even watch the show yet, but if you have, then you probably know that the music's good. Then I mean, it's one of those classics, everyone talks about, on their top 10 list of the 90s, and I finally listened to this album, and I've been missing out for years, man. I mean, it's a lo-fi classic, and it's Pavement, Slanted and Enchanted. And it's the 2002 reissue with all the original album and the B-sides and an EP and live performances. But I've only listened to the actual album itself. I haven't listened to the extras, but it's really good. I mean, undeniable masterpiece. And I keep thinking these guys are Canadian for some reason, but they're from Northern Sacramento or Eureka. I don't know. They're from California, but Northern California. I'm from LA. And then earlier this week, I dropped off some stuff at a thrift store, and then I just decided to see if they had any records, and then I looked through them, and I was glad to find this, Thick as a Brick. And so yeah, I've listened to it, and it's Jethro Tull's best work. And I mean, the sleeve is in okay condition. I mean, there's some water damage here. And it's in one of these sleeves here, chrysalis, but the vinyl is in pretty good shape. Alright, so anyway, I'm gonna get started here, for reals. Alright, so I'm gonna go by year that the movie came out. So the movie came out and the soundtrack should come out the same year. Right here. Alright. Gone with the Wind, 1939. I know the movie came out in 1939, but this, no, this one came out, I don't know, was it 1960? Oh yeah, this came out in the 60s. And it comes with the book attached inside. Yeah, I've listened to it, and I don't know, it's okay. It sounds like it was ripped. They just recorded from another recording, but it was cool to find that, I guess. Black Orpheus, 1959. Great film from Brazil. It won the Palme d'Or, it won the Oscar. So very, it has Antonio Carlos Jobim. You know, as you know, he played in the Gets Gilberto. What is the album called? But yeah, that album. Yeah, it's Brazilian. Great music though, great music. Another award-winning film, A Man and a Woman. A French film from the 60s, 66 here. And then a 60s classic, The Graduate, Simon and Garfunkel, 1967. 2001, A Space Odyssey. I mean, the artwork's just nice. It's the artwork used in the film poster. Midnight Cowboy, 1969. This is my favorite 60s movie. I mean, the ending just, I don't know, I can't hold anything back, man. The emotions just, oh man. Of course, it has Everybody's Talking. You know, that's, you know, Harry Nelson. And Old Man Willow, yeah. Yes, from Elephant's Memory. And later on, went to collaborate with John Lennon. Speaking of another classic, 60s films just had classic soundtracks. Easy Rider, of course. I don't need to say much about that. Then this one I found today at Amoeba. $1. And it's a Greek film, Z, and it's a political thriller. I haven't listened to it yet, but I mean, I watched the movie and it's pretty intense. Excuse me. Shaft, one of the coolest soundtracks ever. Isaac Hayes, 1971. Oh, well, this is in 69, by the way. Midnight Cowboy, Easy Rider, and Z were from 69. I mean, Shaft, just the coolest. I don't know, man. So funky. So funky. Here we have no, this is from 70. Oh, going backwards here. MASH by Robert Altman. If you haven't watched the movie, I just watched the movie a couple weeks ago, and it's I like David Altman. He's a great director. Let's see, and this is just mostly dialogue. So if you watch the movie, it's pretty much dialogue from the film too. And it has the first song is "Suicide Is Painless," and it's like kind of like a Beach Boys sounding song, but it's really nice. It's really nice. Very it's a black comedy. So if you haven't seen it, heads up, black comedy here. This thing, of course, has some ragtime classics from Scott Joplin, performed by Marvin Hamlish. And this is from, did I say 73? The movie came out in 73. This says 74 on it. And here, I mean, I was psyched when I found out this was being reissued. And, yeah, I mean, you all know how much an original copy of this goes, but, you know, about time that they reissued this. Fantastic Planet. Just, I don't know, the reason I think this is the 70s, that's just some of the coolest soundtracks. So, I've only listened to it once, I listened to the whole album on YouTube before, and then I just listened to this, and it sounds great. I mean, Superior Viaduct, they're the ones who reissued this. So if you haven't got yourself a copy, do yourself a favor and get yourself a copy. James Bond. Oh wait, I keep forgetting the dates. This is from '73 too. Staying in Fantastic Planet, and this one's from '73 too. Live and Let Die. Cool artwork there. And yeah, we got Roger Moore. We got what's her name? What's her name? Jane Seymour. There it is. Jane Seymour, yeah. Young Jane Seymour. So beautiful. Let me see. Then the next one is another one. Spy Who Loved Me. Nobody does it better. Yeah, Carly Simon. This is from '77. I got a few from '77, so. Of course, classic. And the only one I have in the sleeve right now, but an original with a poster. Pretty sure you've all seen it. But yeah, the poster's in great condition. I think this is the most I spent. Okay, there was my attempt to show you the whole poster. Yeah, this I spent like $13 on eBay, but I mean for the condition this is like near mint, pretty much mint. And then another science fiction far out soundtrack by the same guy, John Williams. Again, we're at 77. Close Encounters. Dust. And this one comes with a 7-inch of the theme. That's not on the original. Well, that's not on the full LP. The theme from Close Encounters, so it's just on one side. Thought that was kind of cool to have a theme separate. Of course, disco classic Saturday Night Fever by the Bee Gees, Tavares. Who else is on here? The Tramps, Kool and the Gang. Yeah, Casey and the Sunshine Band. 77, of course. Superman. I got a few John Williams here. Superman. And, oh wait, I got it backwards. Rest in peace, Christopher Reeve. Great album, classic. Just the 70s had a lot of classic themes. Moving on to 79, Kramer vs. Kramer, and this one has mostly classical Vivaldi compositions. Yeah, we got Henry Purcell and Antonio Vivaldi. A bunch of Baroque classics here. Coma, Jerry Goldsmith. This is also 79. I haven't seen this movie, but I mean, I thought the cover artwork looked crazy. It looks like a sci-fi movie, but I don't know. I looked it up and there's no indication. It's just like a drama or something. But Jerry Goldsmith, he also did the soundtrack for The Omen, and he won an Oscar for that. Of course, American Gigolo, written and composed by Giorgio Moroder. Of course, it has Call Me by Blondie. Sorry, dust. Vangelis, Chariots of Fire. 1980. Oh, American Gigolo. That's 1980. It's 1981. 1982. Diner. That's just a bunch of 50s classics here. Let's see if we can see that. But yeah, I haven't seen them. I have the movie, but I haven't seen it. Of course, terrible movie, but the soundtrack's pretty good. Dune. I mean, the movie's not that terrible. I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's enjoyably terrible. It's terrible you can actually enjoy it. It's so terrible you enjoy it. There we go. By Toto. 1984? Yeah, it's 1984. Speaking of 1984, Amadeus. Of course. Great movie. The pictures and all that. Of course, Purple Rain, Prince, 1984 too, I think. Yeah. And last but not least, this is one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. And yeah, Explorers. And yeah, so let's see, Robert Palmer, Night Ranger, Red 7. So yeah, very 80s. So if you haven't seen this movie, Explorers, I think it should be on Netflix. If you have Netflix, everybody has Netflix. Watch it. And with that, I'm going to mercifully conclude this video. So thanks for watching, and I'm planning on having another little update video. Maybe if I'm up for it, I can do it right now, but we'll see. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and yeah, vinyl on, guys. Music on.